What's good? This Beach Girl Divine Karma coming in with today's Oracle message. How are you? I send you peace, light, love, and harmony as I always do about this time. Why? Because Divine Karma loves you, babe. I am sitting in my living room because I just got done doing yoga and meditating and decided to sit here. I'm sitting on my grounding mat, the bomb. Love the grounding mat. So I'm sitting here getting grounded on my grounding mat and decided to do a Oracle message. So I hope everyone is doing good. Happy Sunday to everyone. All right. Obviously, I don't have a card because I'm in the living room doing yoga. Um, but I do want to talk about the frequency of taking care of your temple. Um, no matter what your faith is, whoever God is for you, whoever source is for you, whoever the creator is for you, gave you this one body. And I'm talking to you as I'm talking to myself as well, right? Spirit speak to me, through me, and for me. And I always tell myself, divine is downright disrespectful to not take care of your temple. It's disrespectful to the creator of all things, whoever you call God, source, Buddha, Yah, the divine. I don't care what you call source, but we all know that there is a greater being that created all that there is, right? And guess what this being decided to do? Become a co-creator with your mother and father to bring you here to this beautiful planet Earth, all right? No matter how many times you may have already been here, but gave us this one temple, this one body. Um, I'm not a perfect eater. I am a vegan. So if you don't know my story, I'll give you just a quick recap. I was um, almost 300 pounds. All right. And, people always would tell me, oh, you good. You carry your weight well because I'm tall. I'm 5'11" and a half. I was 6 foot. I think I did shrunk half an inch, but I'm tall and I'm all legs. Like I have little torso and the rest of me is all legs. So people would tell me things like I carry it well and da 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 da. So almost 300 pounds, became diabetic, uh, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, was on, man, was taking probably about around roughly 9 to 10 pills a day. And how did I get that way? I had my son too early, and he lived for maybe 15 20 minutes, and I got to hold him and say goodbye. At the time, I was married, and I just, I fell off after that. I went into a whole kind of depressive state and really didn't, was in a I don't care mode, right? And it happens to the best of us, is all I'm saying. But I said that to say this, right? Like me, I know I'm a stress eater. So when I'm stressed out or something, disturbs my peace, I'm a stress eater. So I ended up going vegan in 2015. I went vegan for 6 months. I followed Dr. Sebi's nutritional guide to the T for 6 months. I'm talking about 100%. I did not deviate for 6 months and started intermittent fasting and fasting a lot. And in 6 months, I literally passed out before my doctor would take me off all my meds and ran my blood work to realize that I was cured of everything. Everything. This was in 2015. And I've been good ever since. I've had hit and miss a couple times high blood pressure, but due to stress, because my job can be very stressful. But outside of that, I've been good. So it started out as, health thing for me, just being a healthy version of myself. And because I'm telling you, I don't care what anybody says, when you look in the mirror and you're not happy with what you see physically, it brings an energy of like self doubt. And you don't have, your self esteem is not where it should be. And I went through that. And a lot of times, we get married and, it happens. We fall off and, it is what it is. But it started out as a health thing for me. I lost 70 pounds and did not hit the gym not one time. Then when I went vegan, I also picked up yoga and 6 months, lost 70 pounds. And I didn't do anything but walk my dog and uh, follow Dr. Sebi's nutritional guide and picked up yoga. So I became enlightened at the same time I was going vegan. I, what you say, woke up and walked away from religion when I became vegan. My spiritual awakening and my vegan process all was happening at one time. It was a lot, a lot. At the time, I was in the temple with the Moors studying. Hello to my Moors family, Islam, and I was just becoming awakened. My gifts were kicking in. My psychic gifts were starting to kick in, and it just, all was happening at one time. So it be after about it started out as a health thing for me, but then it became spiritual, right? And I just kept telling myself, like, once I became enlightened, I would meditate and I would just say, tell myself, like, man, the thought that the divine and God or whoever source is for you doesn't really move in time. Time is man-made. This is the only planet they say that has time. Time doesn't exist anywhere else. But in my mental, I would ask myself, the divine took time to co-create me. And the least I can do is do better taking care of this jacket, this suit, this vessel that it gave me to interact on this planet, this place called Gaia, right? Um, so it became very spiritual for me. Um, that was my take on it. And then I learned at the same time that energy, I got into my spirituality and realized that energy can't be created or destroyed, only transferred. So that woke me up to two things. One, man, I had to have been someplace spiritually and on a soul level before I came here, and I will be somewhere when this jacket is gone. So I could never, that is when I realized that I can't die. you know. So, but then the other thing that it woke me up to was that the DNA that I was consuming from eating meat is pure energy. It can only be transferred. So, however the animals felt when they were being slaughtered, murdered, for our gain, every time we eat meat, we take that energy on. It becomes part of our DNA. And that became a spiritual problem for me. So, outside of the health part of it, the spiritual part kicked in a few months later, and I haven't looked back since. Um, I have a respect for animals, and I've been in deep conversations with people about, in the Bible, they did this and that. The Bible is very clear. When it says flesh, it means flesh. And when it says meat, it means meat. Meat in pre-biblical times, when they spoke of meat, they spoke of the meat of the earth, which was plants, vegetables, nuts, seeds, things of that nature. The Bible was clear when it meant flesh. It did not say we need to eat flesh. And I know people talk about, the fish and the bread. These are symbols. They're merely symbols. Fish is a symbol. That's why you see the fish when you see Gaia symbols and things of that nature is a symbol of knowledge, of wisdom, and understanding. So just like when you say you break bread with somebody, right? You are sharing with them your knowledge, your wisdom, your understanding. So take care of this temple, right? When you begin to think of it as disrespectful to the creator that created everything, to just let our temples go to waste. I'm not perfect either because I'm still a vegan. I do a lot of, days where I just do raw vegetables and raw fruits, but I also have days where I like french fries and potato chips, so I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I absolutely will not consume another living creature on this planet. I will not do it. I have a different outlook on animals. I feel like they have the right to be here, and nobody get their panties in a wad about, I'm trying to convert somebody into veganism. I am not. I am simply saying take care of the vessel that the divine took, quote unquote, time to co-create with your mother and father to put you in this vessel, right? To take care of it. Because like I said, in my energy, I feel like it's totally disrespectful to not take care of this vessel that the divine gave us to be here on this planet. So that's my take on it. I'm not judging anybody that still eats meat. Even if you eat meat, that is your choice. Still, take care of the vessel that the divine gave you. You only have one. And to my young people that think they are invincible and eating everything under the sun, I'm gonna share a quick story with y'all because it it shed some light on some things, right? I had a friend of mine, and she said her son or daughter, I can't remember. She got son and daughter, but I can't remember which one she said. But she said one of her children had to do a report at school, and the report was that they had to take a food and they had to follow every ingredient all the way to the source of where the ingredient came from. Her child chose to do. I won't say the name. I will say snack cakes, cake snacks, them things, with the filling in the middle, those items, right? That was the report that her child did. Took all the ingredients, followed everything back. When her child got to the filling on the inside, followed it all the way back to its source, was a warehouse that made plastic. I'm going to say that one more time for the people in the back. Follow the filling out. The filling that's in the middle of a lot of cakes and stuff. Followed that back to the source. Went back to a manufacturing warehouse that makes plastic. No, it doesn't make food. Did you hear what I said? It makes plastic. I'm going to let that sink in for you. All right. So, with that being said, we all need to do better as a collective, taking care of this temple that the divine gave us. I do my part because of the wealth and health part, and I do my part because I have a different spin. Now, do I want bugs in my house or where I live? Absolutely, I do not. Okay, but I try my best not to kill an animal. I have not lived anywhere recently that has a bug problem. So outside of, I might see a spider here or there, and I don't even kill the spider. I literally like put it in a napkin and try to put it back outside to let it go wherever it needs to go. You do realize what some people don't. Pre-Kemet times, I'm talking about thousands of years ago, we had a whole different relationship with animals. Whole different relationship. We could talk to them. We could hear them. They weren't trying to kill us. We weren't trying to kill them. It was a whole different vibe and frequency and energy, right? But now they're in defense mode, as they should be, because we've pretty much tore this planet to pieces in some areas. And we've hunted them and killed them for to feed ourselves. And there is, I don't care what anybody tells me, there's nothing in the Bible that tells you to kill an animal and eat it. Nothing in the Bible that tells you to kill flesh and eat flesh. And if you get in my comments with this conversation, it'll get deleted. I'm not judging you. I'm just trying to get you to understand the energy and frequency of respecting the temple that the divine gave you. All right. Not judging anybody. My journey is my journey. But people, start getting in their feelings and get defensive when you talk about things like that. So that is my message for today. Y'all know the drill. I love you, and I love it when you love me back. Y'all like how that sun is just, it's an overcast outside in San Diego today, but that, I don't know, it seems to find your girl Melanin no matter where she is. All right. I love y'all, and I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.